Well, it is Tuesday, October 12th. Good morning, and a tip of the Grant's official sound advice coffee cup. Have a sip on me. Well, good morning. Tuesdays are about the tech, and for 14 weeks now, I've been doing what it takes to get started in voiceover. And while mostly it's been about voiceover stuff, there's been a couple episodes where it's just about any business in the world. And quite frankly, this is about any business in the world that you're starting. I'm going to start out with a little bit of thought about voiceover, but it's really business also. So here's the thing. Intentionally hard work. Yesterday I opened the week with talking about intention. I intend to whatever. I intend to be successful. I intend to get a dollar volume week of a certain level. I intend to get so many new customers. I intend. Great. I don't think intention works with, okay, I don't see anything coming in. I waiting for the extra customers. I'm kind of waiting here for the, it doesn't work that way. Intention also works with hard work. In one of the forums I'm in for voiceover, somebody posted the other day about, well, I've put in 5 or 6 demos over here, and I put in 6 or 8 over there, and you could kind of tell that maybe they had done 30 auditions. And in voiceover land, 30 auditions is like a 2 drips in a 5-gallon bucket. It just isn't much at all. This business is about longevity, about stick-to-itiveness, about being in the middle of it, about going after it somewhat constantly. It's easy to step back and say, well, man, I did 30 auditions. How come I didn't get any work? Well, I can think of a lot of businesses where you start something and nothing happens until, and until is until. So about business in general, your audition every day is making a better pizza, rearranging your card shop a better way. It's about making a better cup of coffee, a warmer, hotter cinnamon roll. I mean, can't even imagine all the ways to tell you how to make a business better, but it's in constantly doing it until you get it better, and somebody goes, ooh, that's pretty good. One of the challenges in voiceover is knowing how good you are in a way. And it's hard because I've gone back into some coaching now to do some things that I want to make better. And I hired a coach that is better than me, that is further down the road. And, I've got over, oh my gosh, it's close to 350 orders this year now. So I could argue I'm pretty good because I've got all this business, and I think I am pretty good. But I listened to my demos from earlier in the year. I listened to some stuff I did at the beginning of the month, and I'm not getting the traction in certain areas that I want. So I'm going back into coaching for a couple things that I want to make better. I think that's simple stuff. So that is my attack at intentionality. Getting to the point where maybe I don't get great at everything. I'm not sure I can be, but where I am really good at the stuff that I feel I'm really good at. And so I don't know if that's a rotational or circular argument, but I want to get better at the stuff I think I'm good at. How's that? So the point here is that you can't go out and say, well, I recorded 5 or 6 things. Have you had your voiceover work critiqued by anyone? There are plenty of groups that will critique. Here's the problem. Infamous voiceover artist, or not infamous, but famous voice artist Bill Duis, who has a YouTube channel, go check him out, just did a thing yesterday about being on too many social media platforms, being too affected by too many people's opinions. And this goes to my point that I've always said about when you ask fishermen about the right lure for a certain lake or fish, if you go up and ask 5 fishermen, you're going to get at least 8 answers. Because a couple of those guys say, well, but I also use this, right? Sometimes the wrong people giving you information can hurt you. And one of the possibilities there is a self-led Newbie group. I don't know what else to call it. There are many of them where a lot of new artists get together and read for each other, read scripts. That's wonderful practice. The challenge is, what feedback are you getting? If you're getting feedback from a new voice artist whose ear isn't trained for sound or for tone or for rhythm or for pace, you're not really working to get better. And while maybe reading scripts is good practice, you can do that by yourself. But until you get your scripts, your auditions evaluated, and there are groups for that with professionals. And if you need that, hit me up. And by the way, if you'd like and subscribe to the channel, share with a friend, hit me up on that, and I will get you information on those groups where you can go into professional groups and get, it does cost money. Folks, there is no way to start any business without spending money. This is probably one of the lowest hits on dollars that you can start. You can, and Bill Duis talks about this in his latest video. He started an over $100,000 business, started with a $50 mic. A lot of us start with less expensive equipment because, quite frankly, less expensive equipment is more forgiving. A lot of people start with what's called blanket forts, and that's covered in earlier episodes where I talk about how to treat your space. Work, continue to work. I get frustrated sometimes that I'm not further along, that I can't get better contracts, that I'm not getting the jobs that I think I should get. And that's great if I remember that I was better this month than I was the month before, the month before, the month before. So anyhow, do the intentionally hard work. And I'm going to rephrase that with intentionally work hard. And working hard is not sweating. It is working, getting in there and doing it over and over and over again until you get better, and finding the right places to help you get better. I hope I helped. But taking a shot and, to me, it's like knowing that the store is 2 miles away and walking 500 feet and saying, well, I walked 500 feet. I'm still not at the store. Yeah, walk another 500 and then walk another 500 and walk another 500 until you get to the store. And that's not a bad analogy because that's where the cash register rings here. So metaphorically speaking, I hope you have a great rest of your Tuesday. And if you don't mind, like and subscribe, share the channel. I'm sure there's a voice artist out there that could use this string of teaching, and maybe not, I don't know. But thank you for listening, and I'll see you tomorrow morning for Wednesday. Talk to you then.